Hi, welcome to Don's Workshop. This is part 1 of my Lego Ferrari build. Which Ferrari? Well, we got the Technic Daytona SP3. So, I've been looking forward to getting this and putting this one together because it looks like a very nice build. Very good car and well designed, so I'm looking forward to seeing what this one's gonna look like once it's all put together, and how they're gonna, if it's gonna include all the usual Technic features. So let's get started with this. Anyway, here we go. And that's inside. Ooh, so look at that. That's pretty cool. And then that is the boxes. So let's get the first box out here. So there it is. That's the first box. Look like. Ooh. Look at that. That's the 2 books. There's some pretty beefy books there. That is, look at that. That is very nice. This will be, got lots. Anyway, that is pretty intense, those books. We have the parts. So there's the parts that we'll be getting started on. We'll get these bags opened. A lot of sorting. Rubber band. Okay. So it looks like I got everything sorted here, so let's get started. Let's start with just going through the book here a bit here. There, the packaging message. And we've got the Lego Group and Ferrari are 2 distinct companies with the same goal, the never-ending pursuit of perfection in everything they do. The result, the incredible Ferrari Daytona SP3, and now the Lego Technic interpretation of it. Enjoy. And also in Italian, and there's the front and back of the actual car. Design, some history. Main task for the model wasn't to produce a faithful replica of our original car. It was to being able to distill its fundamental spirit. So this should be interesting. Well, there's the designer. Even after 25 years as a designer, I'm still amazed at what can be built with Lego Technic elements. I am too. So the senior Lego Technic designer, Yue Wabra, had to draw on all his years of experience while creating the Technic version of the Ferrari Daytona SP3. Wow. So, the wheels. You always try to step up and take it to the next level. They had to make some iconic rims, so that's just interesting. The metallic rims, well, that looks faithful replica. We got the gull wing doors, and on to box 1, a V12 engine. The first step in the construction of the Ferrari Daytona SP3 is to build the powerful V12 engine and 8-speed dual clutch gearbox. Let's get going, and we'll get into putting these together. Okay, let's start with this. Putting these pieces in over here and here. Okay, now let's see what's next here. We have this pin and yellow piece. There are an incredible amount of gears on this. I haven't seen a Technic build so far with so many gears. Just a lot of stuff that's going to be, I think, happening here. Okay. Like that. Oopsie, I put these in wrong. We have to go that way. Okay, now we have 4. Good. And one goes here and one goes here. And like that. Okay. I'm gonna make 2 of these, or no, just 1. Put that, we need an axle pin, and then the long, putting the long axle pin on there, like that, and then this connector on the end here, like so. That goes in the other side, like that. Okay. Now we need all of the other frame pieces, and we put long blue pins in each corner. Okay, and then we're popping this on top of that. Yay, 4 long blue pins to get lined up here. Always fun to do that. I got them. There we go. Now we have a first of these many gears. Okay, I have this axle with the little smooth spot right there. Take the small blue gear and then the larger light blue gear. And we put that this way or this way, so put that over here and pop that on this side. Okay, now we have the 7 beam with 2 blue pins. Okay, then we're gonna put that on down here, like so. So there we go. And now we're up to making this component. Got these 2 half beams with a long blue pin, and that goes into this L beam, which we have lots of. Now a brown axle, short brown axle, goes on. We have one of these gray gears, and we're like this. Okay, and we're putting the short brown axle in the middle here and putting the gray gear on, and then this red axle connector. Okay, there we go. And then we have the other angle beam, and it goes like that. Okay. Now I have to line that up. Okay, we're on this side, we've got this gear here, and this is going in like that. Okay. That goes in like that. And that hole there, we're putting in the long yellow axle through that hole into the through the axle connector, or through the axle holes on those half beams and into that axle there, or axle connector here. So that is now in there. Okay. So now we need another gear here. Okay, we have this gear and axle, and that goes over here. Okay, it's lining up with that axle connector, so it's a little harder to get in there. I'm gonna get like that. Okay, could be just connecting, but we'll, oh yeah, okay, so we have this L. I need to put it like that. It's going through the middle one. Do I push it all the way through, or do I hook something else up here? Well, I have to put another gear on it. Another gray gear goes right in there. Can I get that pulled out there, and then push the gray gear in there? Okay, and then hook that up. Okay, now that's pushed in. Okay, so now we have, okay, that's gonna do something. And next we have a long yellow axle and one of these 3 beams with the axles. And that is supposed to fit in, so that's supposed to go there. Line up that hole with those holes. That hole goes there, and I'm supposed to push that in there. That axle goes like that, and then right on through into that axle connector in the middle. Okay. So that's where we're at now. Okay, and then let's see. We have this black axle and 2 red gears. Okay, these ones don't have little axle holes in the middle. They're just kind of floating there. And the 1 gear, I guess, is meshing with this gray gear on the end here. Axle goes through there. And then I'm supposed to put this other gear. Okay, they mesh together. Okay. Those red gears are meshing with those gray gears. And then I gotta put one of these things on. Okay, and oh, that hooks right into the red gear. Okay. And we have an axle connector. Oh, an axle connector goes in the middle of it first. So I put this axle. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. That goes in there. I've not seen one of those pieces before, so that is new to me. And okay, is that in there good? Oh, maybe. Okay, I think so. And then we have one of these blue, light blue gears, and it sits, meshes with that dark blue gear there. That's on the inside. That's being spun by that axle. And we take a gray axle, just pop that in there. Okay, now what else happens here? We have another red gear that goes right in there. And I'm supposed to push that through there. Once again, meshing with the gray gear. And it goes into that axle connector in the middle. Pushes it all the way through. Okay, well, look at, there we go. We got some stuff happening there. So those aren't hooked to anything, these red ones, so they will flow. Oh, I see, they kind of catch. They have a catch on them. Okay. Interesting. Now we have these black axles. I'm going to take this black axle and two axle connectors and another black axle, and we're going to use this next hole here and hook that up there. And then on this end, take a shorter red axle, and it meshes. This red gear needs to mesh with the other red gear. Just put that through there. Okay. It does move it, but okay. Now we have two axle connectors we're putting on the ends here of these two axles. So that's a piece there, and now a black axle, gray gear, and a red gear. Just gonna pop on beside it, and that goes in here with the red gear meshing with the red gear. Now we have another corner beam, and push that through the end of the corner beam. Okay, and then I have put a blue, it's a dark blue, the larger dark blue gear. Okay, and then that goes on top of that. And then we take another one of these dark gray pieces, that cylinders with it. You put the axle connector on the inside. Oh, that gear came off. And then hook that axle connector up to that axle. Push that through. Okay. Oh, we got nothing happening there yet. Okay, and then the long red axle, a red gear, and this yellow piece is supposed to snap in this one. Okay, it snaps in that way. Okay, and then we take we push that, fit that right in there, and push the red axle through. Like that. Don't think it's supposed to do that, but that's what it's doing right now. Okay, and well, it'll hold. Okay, and now we have the long gray axle, which we have just one, a gray gear, and that goes in here, and then the gray gear meshes with the red gear. Okay. And we have another red gear in there that's going to mesh with the gray gear. I think that'll just push through that angled beam. And now we need a little blue gear, which is going to mesh with the large blue gear. And axle holes have to match up on that one though. Okay, and then that'll push through even through that piece here. Now I need the red axle connector. There's not a small red axle connector, big ones. Okay. And that goes in there. like so. Okay. Now everything's moving around. And finally we have this yellow, short yellow axle and another gray gear that is meshing with the red gear. I'm just gonna put that in there. Okay, and then that just goes into the axle connector all the way in there. Okay, so it looks like we've got the beginning of some gearage here. So that has been part one of my Ferrari Daytona SP3 build. Got started on what is the engine. Lots of gears going in. Got some movement here, so looking forward to seeing what we have next. If you'd like to see that, please subscribe. Thank you for watching and take it easy.